What's up guys, it's Cobalt here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going through a bunch of customs that I finished in 2025. Most of these are recent customs that I finished, but a few of them are all the way back from the beginning of 2025. Either way, what unifies all of these customs is they were all gifts for different people. So I hope you guys enjoy seeing all of these, and without further ado, let's get right on into it. This is a custom that I made for my friend Liv, or Umbrella Cats, over on Instagram. I am making this as a birthday gift for her because I'm actually visiting her in a couple days as of filming this, so I'm very excited, and I just decided to make a little baby version of her mascot. Obviously her mascot is this LPS right here, the Nintendo Shorthair Cat. Luckily a very simple design. I didn't have to mix any colors here. I had all the perfect colors, and she was super quick and easy to paint. She's made from a fake kitten base, and everything on her that is painted is just painted to match the actual short hair. You can see the two flowers on her head and then the little flower there on her hip. I also really love the style of this one's eyes, and overall I think that she turned out really cute. I gotta lift this guy up because he is so tiny. So this was sort of a last minute little project that I made for my friend Mint Orange Juice for Art Fight in 2025. I'm saying the year because I have no idea when I'm posting this video. But anyways, this is of her character named Belkis. He's just a little gremlin guy, and I feel like this custom encapsulates that pretty well. Here's the reference sheet of the character, and I made him from a mini G4 turtle. This is what the actual base figure originally looked like because I feel like you can't really tell anymore. But I cut off the little like bow and hair that I had, and then I sculpted his little cloak. I really love the way that it looks with like the squiggly bit back here. And then I sculpted his goggles, and that's the only things that are sculpted. The mouth is just painted on. I think it looks really good. And then because I didn't sculpt any like gemstones or charms, I put this little star glitter piece to act as that on his cloak right there at the bottom. And here's what the bottom looks like. You can kind of see his little socks too. You can also see the remnants of the turtle shell from the original LPS, but you know, that's only seen from the bottom, so it doesn't really matter. He's just a silly little guy, and I love him a lot, so I'm excited to see him added to the Belkis horde. Here's a realistic style owl that I made for my grandma. I've made quite a few owls. I think I've made at least like 4, and all of them but one have been gifts for my grandma. So here's another one, this time based off of a barn owl because I haven't made a barn owl yet. Obviously this LPS mold isn't really the best shape for a barn owl, but I just think that this mold is so cute. I wanted to use it. I'm really happy with the way that I was able to paint it, and I think this is probably my best owl so far. Definitely my best realistic bird, at least. And here's what the bottom looks like. The eyes are super glossy. I think I put like 5 layers of gloss on there. Usually I only do 3 because I just wanted the little tiny details to really stand out, and I think that it looks really cool. And the paint job that I just went with makes it look like really soft and fuzzy, and I think he's so cute. But yeah, really proud of this custom, so I just wanted to show it off. I made this custom for Peachy LPS to give to them at LPS Meet Me 2025. It is basically a recreation of their LPS mascot, but in axolotl form because they love the axolotl LPS and are trying to collect all of them. So I thought that turning their mascot Kai into an axolotl would be a really cute custom gift. Last year for LPS Con, I made them this custom, which was a baby version of their mascot. So I just used my similar style that I did with that for the axolotl custom. The only thing that's sculpted is his hair on the top of his head, which is sculpted with kneaded clay, and then everything else is just painted. So I wanted to make sure that I kept the rainbows from the ears on the axolotl fins. For the little gem in the center of the forehead, I just used this star glitter because that's really all I had, and I thought it would be cute. And since the axolotls don't have like a nose like a cat or a dog does, I gave it these little pink blush marks to kind of mimic the pink that Kai has on his nose. And then I painted the little fin pink as well. It was definitely a rushed custom. I didn't have too much time to finish it, but it is now done, and I know Peach is gonna love it, so I'm really excited to give it to them. Here we just have a little partial custom. This custom is going to be a gift for Jerry Berry because I'm actually going to visit her in a few days. As of recording this video, I'm recording this at like the end of October in 2025. Obviously, you're not going to be watching this video in a timely manner. But anyways, this is a partial custom of the newest G7 Dachshund. So if you're unfamiliar with what it looks like, here it is. This is the KX version, which I actually think looks really good aside from its pixelated eyebrows. And I know this is Jerry's favorite variant, so that's why I used the KX for the custom, aside from the fact that I literally have not been able to find the ES version. But the main things that I did, aside from painting the eyes, was I repainted his nose because this one had a really messed up nose. I filled in these gaps here so that he has a full facial marking, which I think looks a lot better. And then obviously I fixed up his eyebrows so they are more opaque and match the rest of his colors, and they don't have this really weird pixelation. It's so weird. But for the eyes, I gave him the same eyes as the LPS that she uses for Velvet, her character, which is also also the same LPS used as Savvy and LPS Popular. I can't remember the number of it off the top of my head right now, but it's not the same eye color, but it's the same eye shape aside from the eye shines. I just did circle ones, but I know Jerry is a fan of green-eyed LPS, so I think he looks pretty cool, and I think that she's really gonna like him. And this custom is a gift for my friend Theo, or Caramel Boop on Instagram. Recording this clip at the same time as the previous one, because when I go visit Jerry, I'm actually going to be able to see him as well. So I made him this as a little late birthday present, and this is of his Fursona Jinx, so here is a reference sheet of what the character looks like. Love this character's design. He's like a little Halloween kitty, and I think he's so cute. With the eyes and everything, he totally reminds me of like a Pokemon, at least in this LPS custom form, which is also really cute, but he is a perfectly split down the middle design, and I think I did a pretty decent job of getting it centered. This custom was definitely a rushed job. I did this in about 2 days, and I'm happy to report that I finally found a good orange paint that I actually like. It went on super opaque. Getting the tail split was definitely the most difficult part, but I think it looks pretty good. He's got his little white paws right there. The character also has purple claws, but since the feet are so small in this one, I opted not to add them. But aside from his eyes being really sparkly, I also sculpted his little mouth because I thought that would be cute. I really love doing open mouths on customs because I think it gives him a lot of personality. But yeah, love him a lot. I'm really excited to give this custom to Theo, and this custom is made from a G5 cat base. I'm not exactly sure like what kind of cat this would be, some kind of long hair cat I suppose, but I just thought that it was a really cute looking base figure, and I thought that it suited his character really well. So this custom is a little realistic style hummingbird. I think this is my second time ever painting a hummingbird LPS, but this is a Christmas gift for my grandma. I've made several customs from her. She really loves owls, so I usually make her an owl custom, but she also likes hummingbirds, so I figured this time I would make her a hummingbird custom. And it's in a very similar style to an owl that I made for her birthday, which I believe I'll also be showing in this video, so you would have seen it earlier. But I figured that they could go together as a pairing. I really love the eyes with these little like shimmery glitter pieces and just how glossy they are in general. I think it's really cool. But it's just inspired by like your classic green and red hummingbird. I'm not actually sure what that species is specifically called, but these are the ones that I've seen the most in my lifetime. So I think that she'll really like it, and I had a lot of fun painting it. Just a quick, simple little custom that looks detailed, but honestly was not as difficult to create as you might think. This custom was part of a Secret Santa organized by this person. I actually participated in 2 LPS Customizer Secret Santas this year, so it was really fun. I joined early, but then I procrastinated on the custom so long that I basically gave myself only 2 days to make them. So they're not like insanely detailed or anything, but most of the customs that I designed myself aren't that detailed to begin with. But basically on this person's mood board that they had provided, it was a lot of like Christmas theming and stuff, and they mentioned that one of the base figures they like is deer. So I was like, okay, this is cool because I can make a Christmas custom. So I have this fake deer base, and I sculpted some little horns on it, and then this bow tie on the chest is sculpted using a mold, which is funny. I used the exact same bow mold on both of the Secret Santa customs that I made, so they kind of go together in a way. But I used green as the primary color just because I really do like this green paint, so I thought that it would be easiest to use for the base, and then just stuck to the classic red, green, and gold color palette, and then did something kind of simple but cool with the eyes. I just thought that it was fitting. It made it look really soft. I really like the way that I painted the inside of the ears with like the kind of fluffy texture, so I did that on the facial marking and the stomach marking as well. And of course, anytime I paint a deer custom, I gotta add the little spots on its butt because that's just cute. So I really hope that Pickles, who's the person that this custom is for, I really hope that they like it, and I'm very excited that I got them in the Secret Santa because I just discovered their account this year and they make really cool art, so go check them out. So here is the other Secret Santa custom that I made. The second Secret Santa was organized by this person, and the person that I got as my Secret Santa is Circus Customs, I believe. So another customizer that I wasn't really familiar with until now, so I'll also link them down below in the description if you want to check them out. So here it is. It is made from a kitten base, and there's the bow that I added, sculpted using a mold, and then I sculpted the tail. So on the mood boards and stuff that they provided, it was a lot of like pastel and pink, and I don't use these kitten bases very often, so I decided to use it for their custom. And I feel like this LPS just looks so unique to anything that I've ever made because I would never really go this pastel with my color palettes, and I've never really used this light pink as a base color before. So I just thought that it was really cute, and I also added the same star glitters in this one's eyes that the deer from the other Secret Santa has. But I really just love this color palette, so I definitely see myself using it on some customs in the future, but it's just a tiny little guy, and I hope that Circus likes it. This next custom is another gift. This was a gift for LPS Rosie. Technically a birthday gift, but I definitely procrastinated on it so long that it is also technically a Christmas gift. But we both share a birthday. We're both born on October 21st, different years of course, but I think that it is cool that we have the same birthday. And Rosie is amazing and always gives me like the most wonderful packages every year, but I am so bad about giving people birthday gifts. I always forget to give her something. So this year I finally wanted to do it with this otter custom. So she is really into Decora and J fashion. She does a lot of outfits that she posts on her Instagram. So this is inspired by a lot of them. And then I made the custom out of an otter base because she loves otters. So here's a full turnaround of it. For sculpting, I sculpted the hair, the little band-aid on the nose, these little bracelets, and then the bracelet thing on the tail as well. All of the other little things are just little polymer clay slices or glitter pieces that I glued on, of course putting as many as I possibly could all over the hair. The hair is rainbow to match Rosie's actual hair, and she loves rainbows, so I thought that that would be fitting as well. I decided to carry it down onto the chest marking, and for the eyes I just decided to do this like lime green for the base just to add more colors into this custom, because to be completely honest, I wasn't really loving the color palette as I was working on the custom, mostly because I don't really like the way that these hair colors really mesh together. So I was kind of worried about it definitely when I was working on it, but after I painted the eyes, adding those other colors into it, and then once I added all the little things onto the hair, I think it really brought the whole custom together, and she's super cute and I actually love her a lot. So I know Rosie is going to love this custom as well, and I cannot wait to give it to her. Of course, here are the little paw pads that I added on the bottom. So Rosie, I hope this is a worthy addition to your otter collection. And that was the final custom for today's video. Thank you so much for watching this. For the past few years, whenever I hit January, I usually like to do sort of a customizing recap video where I go through my top 10 customs from the previous year, and I have yet to do one of those videos for 2025. Part of the reason is because I was honestly very disorganized this past year, but if that's still a video that you would like to see, please let me know down below in the comments and I can start working on that. And as it always is with these custom compilation videos, let me know which custom featured here was your favorite, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!